Hey YouTube, it's Brenda Lee Turner from LeanSecrets.com, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Blendtec versus the Vitamix, and let's go ahead and get started with the review. You may be wondering, first of all, why I don't have a Vitamix on my counter and how the heck I'm going to do this review without the Vitamix. Well, I want to let you know I did have a Vitamix, and as you can see in this video, I had used the Vitamix and owned a Vitamix, but it died on me literally 2 weeks after I purchased it. I was in the process of making a hummus in my kitchen right here, and I was so excited after buying the Vitamix, thinking yes, and everybody said it's going to last so long. And then I plugged it in to make my hummus. All of a sudden, it started smelling like burnt rubber. It started smoking, and then there was a big pop. All the fuses in my whole kitchen stopped working, and from that point on, it would not turn on. It died. I've never had that happen before with any of my other kitchen gadgets. My $35 Black & Decker food processor, which I love to death. My $45 Ninja blender has never ever done that. I've made hummus more times than I can probably count. That led me to getting my Blendtec. Now, the review has not started. I'm not even going to consider the fact that my Vitamix was a lemon and that my Vitamix died on me early. I'm not going to count that as a point against Vitamix. I'm going to ignore that, and I'm going to go with everything else that I love about the Blendtec versus the Vitamix. So let me get started, first of all, with the way that the Vitamix versus the Blendtec looks. I know this isn't going to matter to a lot of you guys. I know that a lot of you are going to be basing your purchase on performance-based only, and we'll get into that in a minute. But my personal thing about my kitchen is I like my kitchen to look neat, and I like it to look clean. My kitchen's kind of small, as you can see. This is pretty much it. And the counters are average counters, but the Blendtec fits right underneath the counters. I can put my Blendtec underneath the counter. It won't be a big problem. The Vitamix was so big that it wouldn't fit under any of my counters, so I had to take it apart. It just looked really ugly in my kitchen. But that was something I looked past when I first bought it, because hey, you spend that much money on a blender and you're going to fool yourself into thinking it doesn't matter that it doesn't fit under your counter. It was just a big hindrance to me, an eyesore in my kitchen. I didn't really like that part about it. The Blendtec, on the other hand, like I said, it's compact, it fits right underneath the counters. Love that part about it. Second thing, the plunger. The Vitamix has this plunger where you have to dig at your food and fight with it to get it to all blend. I mean, the Vitamix is a pretty good machine, but I don't get how spending $400 on a blender that you have to sit there and plunge and fight with your food. This Blendtec will blend anything in like 30 seconds. You don't have to ever sit there and fight with your food to get it to all blend together. So sometimes I would be sitting there with the Vitamix like fighting with it, like, come on, you damn fruits and vegetables, blend together. This is so much better. The Blendtec blends it all nicely, and it's done. I don't have to fight with it or anything. Let me open this up and show you guys. You can clean it so much easier. The Vitamix, I wish I still had kept it and made the video while I still had it, but I wanted to return it. The Vitamix has a base that is so tiny in there. Hold on one second. Let's say the Vitamix is a little bit wider than this cup at the bottom. The Vitamix has a very large opening at the top, and then it gets smaller as you go down. You can see this by looking at the pictures of the Vitamix. And it may not seem that small, but it is, because when you look into a Vitamix, it's so small, it's got 5 blades, so when you're trying to get it clean, it's such a pain in the butt to get all the food out of those 5 blades, especially if you don't want to cut your fingers. When I'm going to eat my food, I don't want other food that's old stuck in the Vitamix to be in my food. The Blendtec, it's so big down there. It's got 2 little things, and they just are so easy to clean. I can get in there and clean it really well. And that also leads me to the food wasting part. You spend all this money on these organic fruits and vegetables that you're going to be blending, and you're going to be making food. You don't want to waste it, and you're doing this to save yourself money in the long run. But with the Vitamix, I had so much trouble getting all the food out after I was done blending it. The Blendtec, it's just like I said, so easy to just get in there, get all the food out. You don't have to feel like you're wasting half your food because it's at the bottom under 5 blades like it is in the Vitamix. I like the Blendtec so much better than the Vitamix. It's ridiculous. So I'm glad that my Vitamix broke, which is the moral of the story. That's my review. I hope this helped save you a little bit of money and or time, and maybe it gave you some insight. If you have any questions about the Blendtec, the Vitamix, or anything else, please feel free to let me know. And other than that, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!